Glad to be with you tonight. Tuesday night here in Big Lake. The game has already gotten underway, in case you hadn't noticed. Reagan County Lady Owls varsity taking on the visiting Sonora Lady Broncos. Delaney Yanes called for a travel here. Owls in their full court press, but a timeout on the floor called by the Sonora coach. We're going to take a break with them and we'll be right back. And we're back. If it seems like we're a little bit frantic, it's mostly because I just got here. Game got started a little earlier than what the schedule said we were going to have tonight. So here we are, Lady Owls in full court press, a zone press you'd call this, with a trap in it. It is causing the Lady Broncos a little bit of trouble. And now they get it across. Pass broken up by Nivea Goodlow. Dual possession called, what we traditionally refer to as a jump ball. Skylar Harris with the inbounds for the Lady Broncos. Rebounded underneath by Cody Davis and then cleared by Delaney Yanes. Jennifer Dela Cruz running the point for the Lady Owls. On the wing to Cheyenne Dar, gets the shot up and it's good. Good clean look at a three-pointer for Cheyenne there. Gives the Owls a lead at 5-3. Nice drive to the basket by senior Skylar Harris. And the Lady Broncos in their own full court trap here. Cheyenne Dar trying to make the sideline and does step on the sideline. Coach Boone asking for a little contact call there. This Lady Broncos team is seniors, loaded with seniors. Cheyenne Dar gets the inbounds into Jenny Dela Cruz, tipped out of bounds by Harris. Sub coming in, this is Adriana Villalobos. Dar on the throw-in once more. To Goodlow this time. Tries to get it back to Dar. And Dar is forced to commit the foul against Kaylin Hoffman, another senior for Sonora. So Hoffman will be at the line shooting two. Substitutions in for the Owls: Michelle Dela Cruz, Valeria Ortiz, Clarissa Flores, Cheyenne Dar, Delaney Yanes round out the Owls 5. In the middle to Michelle Dela Cruz, who gets it ahead to Valeria Ortiz, rushing to the basket and puts in the short jumper. When you break the press, you usually get that kind of opportunity, as the Broncos have here, except they choose to throw up a three-pointer from the side here. And Villalobos underneath Broncos clear once again and then toss it out of bounds. Dar gets it down the court to Delaney Yanis, who wants to take on Villalobos by herself. She does. She gets up a shot. Rebounded by Valeria Ortiz. Throws up a shot. Can't come out with a basket, but Cheyenne Dar ties it up. And the Lady Owls will get an inbounds play under their basket. With Ortiz on the throw-in. Yana is into the lane, has it tipped away. Dela Cruz comes out with it. Back into Yanes, who makes a nice move to get underneath. Has her shot blocked and cleared by Villalobos. Harris's layup is no good, but the Broncos pull the rebound once again. This time Clarissa Flores has the rebound. And Michelle Dela Cruz now at the point. Backcourt violation, turnover for the Owls. Substitution in, this is 34 Glenlee Bishop in for Cheyenne Dar. And Kaylin Hoffman to throw in for Sonora. Delaney Yanes steals a pass. Sonora hustles back into defensive position. They're playing a zone here. It's a 2-3 zone, it looks like. And the Owls respond by swinging that pass around the top of the key. Good quick passes will defeat that zone if they can get some pop on those passes. Valeria Ortiz in, gets a shot up and out of bounds on the Owls. Lady Bronco basketball. Owls set up their full court press. And the steal by Clarissa Flores, who gets fouled on the shot. And now the indication is the foul is on the floor. Foul is going against number 14, Kayla Hoffman. So the Owls have a throw-in instead of free throws. Looks like that was tipped out of bounds, but then touched by Valeria Ortiz, who was standing out of bounds. So, of course, that is red ball, as we would say as officials. Yep, backcourt violation by the Broncos. As sophomore Molly Freese came across and then threw it back to a player who'd not yet established in the front court. 2 minutes remain in the first quarter. The Owls have a 7-6 lead. And the steal by Harris takes it all the way in. Layup is off the front, and Valeria Ortiz pushes the pace back the other direction. Now she pulls it back out, and Clarissa Flores at the top of the key. Sonora extends that zone out quite a ways. Glenlee Bishop looking to try to get it to Dela Cruz underneath. Has her pass stolen by Villalobos. And now Skylar Harris runs the point. Villalobos, top of the key, has her pass stolen by Clarissa Flores, who's got a clear lane to the bucket. Pulls up nice and easy for the layup. Excellent control from Clarissa Flores here. Lady Broncos passing to try to get out of this. And nearly picked off by Michelle Dela Cruz. And Sonora sets up in their half-court offense. Abby Benny now in for the Lady Bronx. Travel is called on Kaylin Hoffman. And Goodlow in for Flores for the Lady Owls. 28 seconds remain in the first quarter. And Sonora in full court press. Glenlee Bishop looking for Valeria Ortiz, has that pass stolen, and the Broncos have numbers. Skylar Harris goes in for the layup and gets fouled by Nivea Goodlow. Interesting. The call is a foul on the floor, similar to what happened on the other end over here. Shot is up and good at the buzzer by Abby Benny. Lady Broncos close out the first quarter with an excellent possession, leaving us tied at 9. We'll be back in 60 seconds. We're back to begin quarter number 2. Alternate possession has the Owls on offense. Nope, correction. Red ball. A 9-9 tie to start the second quarter. Glenlee Bishop saves the rebound into Valeria Ortiz. Goodlow, Dela Cruz, Jenny Dela Cruz back at the point for the Lady Owls. Valeria Ortiz brings it into the lane, puts up a shot, and it falls. Aggressive move to the basket for Ortiz. Broncos trying to be aggressive on the way back. Jenny Dela Cruz sneaks into the passing lane and comes out with it. She wants to push the pace now, and she'll back it out and wait for the Owls to set up a little. It was great defensive anticipation for Jenny Dela Cruz. Ball is getting batted around. Last touch by the Owls. That'll go down as a turnover. Cheyenne Dar comes in for Glenlee Bishop. Lady Broncos have no trouble with the press this time. Clarissa Rodriguez out top to Hoffman. Around to another senior, Aislinn Nixon. And senior Skylar Harris. 10 is junior Cody Davis. And here's Nixon at the top. Broncos get the passes they want and get the layup that they want on the inside. It was good ball movement and a little aggressive on the defensive side for Kaylin Hoffman. That's the 4th team foul for Sonora. Ortiz down the sideline, gets trapped over here and gets the ball out to Goodlow, who's going to be bringing it back out. Dar, Dela Cruz, and the Lady Owls will set up to run a play. Goodlow into the lane, passes out to Ortiz, who makes another move to the basket. Owls will retain possession here. As the sub comes in, this is Molly Freese. Dar fakes the shot. Cross-court pass over the head of Nivea Goodlow and into the bleachers. More substitutions here. Valeria Ortiz will get a rest. Frequent substitutions for Coach Boone as he wants to keep his players fresh. Run this extended defense as much as possible. Lots of movement away from the ball for Sonora. Ball is tipped away by the Owls. Sonora with frequent substitutions as well, keeping fresh legs on the floor all the time. Nixon, corner three. Foul is called on Cheyenne Dar. This is a three-point shooting foul, and Nixon will go to the line for three. A little too aggressive on the closeout for Dar. Fourth team foul for the Owls at the 5:26 mark of quarter number 2. Nixon has one. And two. Yanez in for Andrea Sosa. Third attempt for Nixon. Rims out, rebounded by Clarissa Flores. Now the Owls want to push the pace a little. Jenny Dela Cruz pulls it back out. Reset. Cross-court pass to Goodlow, who takes it in and earns herself a trip to the free throw line. Foul is called on Nixon. Goodlow good with the first. Chance to tie it up here for Goodlow. Off of the back rim, nearly rebounded by Dar. Tipped away, Broncos retain possession. Rodriguez, three-pointer up and off. Rebound gets tipped around and picked up by the Broncos. This is going to be a foul on Cody Davis, I believe, on the rebound. Sixth team foul on Sonora. So the Lady Owls will be in the bonus. Next foul. Five-second call against the Owls. Didn't get it inbounds in time. And that is why Sonora runs their full court press, so they can get that kind of turnover right there. Inbounds play works to get Harris an open three, and she nails it. Inbounds quickly to Goodlow. Breaks the press. Comes across. Harris with the steal and goes in for the layup and gets fouled by Jenny Dela Cruz. Basket is going to count. And Coach Boone is going to want to have a timeout before we hit free throws here. So we'll take the timeout as well. This will be a 60-second timeout. We'll see you in 1 minute. We're back to quarter number 2 on a Tuesday night. Girls only tonight in Big Lake. The boys are playing over in Mertzen against Erie County. Clarissa Flores comes out with the rebound and gets fouled. She's actually going to go to the free throw line here. This is a 1-and-1 situation since the Owls are in a bonus. And Flores is, well, I don't want to jinx her, but I like her at the free throw line. First one is good, earns herself a second one. Second one is nice and clean. Nixon to Harris to Nixon. They finally turn it over to the Owls on the full court, and then they immediately get it back. Clarissa Flores diving for what she thought was going to be a loose ball, commits the foul. That is team foul number 6 for the Owls. So sideline pass for Sonora. One of the things about having senior leadership is the Lady Broncos don't seem to get flustered too often by having a full court press to work against. Harris into the lane. A little runner scoop layup attempt is no good. Cheyenne Dar tries to get it ahead for a fast break. Pass falls short and is picked off. Screening and moving is going really well for the Broncos. They get good motion, they get good movement. Foul is called on Delaney Yanez. This will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Abby Benny. I'm sorry, for Skylar Harris. Back rim, Goodlow clears. Still has defenders to deal with. Dar ahead. The call is out of bounds. Owls having trouble still with the Bronco press here. Owls pick up now at half court in a man defense. Jenny Dela Cruz picks off in the passing lane, comes down to meet Clarissa Rodriguez, who fouls her on the shot attempt, and Jennifer Dela Cruz earned that trip to the free throw line with the steal and the move right to the hoop. Owl cheerleaders encouraging Jenny Dela Cruz. Substitutions for the Owls. Ortiz, Andrea Sosa come in along with Michelle Dela Cruz, so we will have sisters on the court once again. Pretty shot on the second one. Cuts the lead to 3. Nixon gets it across the line and gives it up to Harris, and the Owls settle into man-to-man defense on this end. Villalobos underneath. Shot is up. She gets her own rebound and is fouled on the putback attempt. I think this is going to goes against Andrea Sosa. Good strong move by Villalobos underneath. First free throw is off the mark. Second one also off the mark. Nivea Goodlow clears. Gets fouled on the sideline and will go to shoot 1 and 1. Fouls on Abby Benny. The varsity boys and JV boys playing tonight against Erie and County in Mertzen. It starts next week that the district schedules match up, and we will have one school in to play both boys and girls each time for the next few weeks after that. Nixon underneath, turned away. Andrea Sosa clears the rebound, pushes ahead to Jenny Dela Cruz. Looking for somebody to run with and pulls it back out. Sosa with the three-pointer, up, bounces twice, 3 times. And rebound taken by Clarissa Rodriguez, who has a little trouble with the dribble on the sideline, and will turn it back over to the Owls. Still 18-15. Freese back in once more for Sonora. And for now, at least, the Broncos have backed off of their full court. Get a steal anyway. Skylar Harris is a very good anticipator on the defensive end. As a senior, she's seen a lot of those passes, and she's learned to anticipate them. Goodlow ahead to Michelle Dela Cruz, takes it down the lane, off to Sosa, who gets a jumper up from the sideline. Whistle and jump ball dual possession is the call. Broncos inbound. Substitution here for Coach Boone. Sends Clarissa Flores in for Jenny Dela Cruz. 1:29 remaining in the first half of this ball game. Owls can't get the trap going on the sideline, so settle back into the man defense. Freese's shot is wide of the mark and out of bounds. Now Sonora will set up their full court press. Ortiz has her pass picked off and then gets the rebound on the missed shot. Coach Boone looking for some contact there, but doesn't get it. Now Ortiz to half court for Sosa, who's got 2 or 3 defenders to deal with. Now it settles a little bit. Flores looking to pass on the wings. Nivea Goodlow moves in, drives to the basket, and gets fouled for her troubles. Two free throws here for the foul called on Villalobos. Goodlow has a nice soft touch on that free throw. That one does not fall. Second one does roll home. 42 seconds remain and the Owls down by 4. We'll see if they can get a stop here and then convert to points on the other end. Harris, no trouble again, getting across the timeline. Good defense by Andrea Sosa and is rewarded by a pass stolen by Clarissa Flores, who weaves her way in and then has it stolen away by Yalen Dominguez, who passes up. This is Harris to the corner for Nixon. Looked like she wanted to shoot but didn't get a chance to. Michelle De La Cruz picks up the loose ball. Goodlow ahead to Clarissa Flores all by herself and can't hit the layup. Last second attempt by Harris at the buzzer. Falls short, of course, but 20-16, the Lady Broncos will happily take a lead of 4 points going into halftime. We'll take a halftime break as well, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Well, now we are back for the start of quarter number 3. Lady Owls have got some work to do here. And we'll start out with possession. Down by only 4, but I'm sure there were things Coach Boone wanted to have some conversations about in the locker room at halftime. That pass is tipped away, so no backcourt violation. In the corner to Jenny Dela Cruz. Owls swinging around the perimeter as the Broncos are back in their 2-3 defense now. Cheyenne Dar fakes the 3, has her pass tipped and stolen. Harris maintains control. And the Owls do not get a shot off in their first possession of the third quarter. Inside, good defense by Dar. Cody Davis comes in and gets the rebound. Dar along the wing, looks like she wanted to take it in, changes her mind, and Dela Cruz at the top. Cross-court pass to Dar, fakes the three-pointer, gets a little baseline jumper, rebounded by Yanez, who then ends up with a jump ball to the dismay of the Sonora coaching staff and fans. Hoffman to inbounds, and Owls in much more a man full court press now than that trapping zone they were in before. One of a handful of changes Boone presumably made during halftime. Nixon finds herself alone at the top of the key. Can't hit the three-pointer. Cheyenne Dar pushes the ball up the sideline. Now the Owls swing it around. And Jenny Dela Cruz wants to reset at the top. Nivea Goodlow drives, finds Flores, who gets a nice look at it, but can't hit. Jump ball is called between Goodlow and Hoffman. Should actually be white ball possession. I believe Sonora got the last one. Or was there one in between? Harris wants to take it into the lane herself, puts on a move or two. A little up and under. Cody Davis gets the rebound and converts on the putback. Dar into the middle for Jenny Dela Cruz. Has a little trouble with the handle. Now is under control. Looking for someone to pass to, has her pass stolen by Rodriguez. And Skylar Harris settles things down for the Lady Bronx. Rodriguez alone at the top. Misses on the three-point attempt. Delaney Yanez with the rebound. And the Broncos get back quickly again on defense. Into the high post and back out for Yanez on the baseline. Off the mark. Rebounded by Sonora, who's got a clear lane to the basket. Jenny Dela Cruz careful not to foul. Defends really well, and Cheyenne Dar comes out with the rebound. Owls try to push it up the floor and have a little trouble. turn it back over to the Broncos. Michelle De La Cruz in for Jenny De La Cruz. A little bit of a different look here on the press, but the Broncos get it up the court. Skylar Harris, confident with the ball. Rebound goes out of bounds, and Sonora will have possession at the baseline. I will be keeping you apprised of the score here. 22-16 Broncos is where we stand now. Foul is called on Cody Davis underneath. Sonora's first foul of the quarter of the second half. And Villalobos comes in for her, as that is Davis's third. Owls break the press, have numbers 3-on-2 if they take it in, but pull it out to reset anyway. Delaney Yanez looking for a place to shoot. Gets all tied up. Now has no place to dribble. And into the lane for Flores, who gets a shot up. And Delaney Yanez gets a rebound out of this. Gets tied up for the jump ball. This one will be Owls' possession. We'll see what Coach Boone dials up for an inbounds play under the Owls basket. It's the spread, and Dar has a three-pointer. A good look at it, just in and out on the three-point attempt from Cheyenne Dar. Skylar Harris breaks the press, no problem. Nixon looks at a three, fakes it, comes into the lane. Foul is going to be called on the floor. This is going to go against Nivea Goodlow. Third Owls foul of the half. Ortiz now in for Goodlow. Villalobos ends up with an open shot in the lane and hits it. It's 24-16 Sonora. Valeria Ortiz with an athletic move to receive that pass. And Clarissa Flores at the top. Swings it now to Dar, who gets a shot on the baseline. Contact, no call. Delaney Yanez gets the rebound. Strong move to stay towards the basket. Earns herself a trip to the free throw line. First one is true for Yanez. 24-17 the score now. Second one is off the mark. Villalobos takes a three-pointer from the wing, and Cheyenne Dar clears the rebound. Trying to get it ahead to Yanez, and pass goes out of bounds. Villalobos wants that wing three again. Rodriguez gets the rebound and gets fouled by Michelle De La Cruz. Looked like Michelle had position there, and Rodriguez with a sneaky move to come out with that rebound is rewarded with a trip to the charity stripe. Substitutions for the Owls. Guerrero, Bishop, Reyes. Bishop gets fouled on the rebound. Had good position on Molly Freese. Score remains 24-17. Ariana Reyes pushes up the sideline. Michelle Delacruz trying to get it in the lane. There's a kickball. Owls will retain possession. Lady Owls were moving quickly into a fast break opportunity, but well defended by the Broncos. Ortiz trying to get it pass across. Looked like maybe she wishes she had just shot that one, as the Owls end up turning it over. Yalen Dominguez checks in for Sonora. And a timeout is called. Timeout by Sonora. This is a 30-second timeout, so we'll step away for 30 seconds and we'll be right back. We are back. Nixon for the inbounds pass to Dominguez, and Lady Broncos are across the timeline already. Ariana Reyes trying to extend the defense out to the sideline. Owls' pressure does finally lead to a turnover as Villalobos fumbles it a little bit underneath. Reyes picks up her dribble, and Owls have turned it back over. Harris into the lane. Does put up a shot. And is going to get free throws. Foul is on Michelle Delacruz. Veteran move by Skylar Harris there. Second one is up and good. Bishop's inbounds to Dela Cruz. Owls have 2-on-1 at the other end. Reyes gets it ahead to Iris Guerrero. Has her shot blocked out of bounds. The initial call looked like it was a foul, and Guerrero was going to get free throws, and now the call is out of bounds. Trying again. Trying to get into the high post, and Glenley Bishop receives the pass, but has immediate double team. Michelle Delacruz gets up a free throw jumper, and the Broncos clear and get it all the way down to the other end. A late whistle and a foul called on Michelle Delacruz. Skylar Harris is a veteran ball handler. And she knows how to get to the hoop. She knows how to get to the free throw line. That is the 6th Owl foul of the second half. And we have not yet reached the end of the third quarter. One of two for the Broncos on free throw attempts, and then a foul called on the rebound. Ariana Reyes back to Bishop. Owls trying to break a press here. Bishop gets trapped, gets the ball out. Reyes retains it. But all kinds of problems that the Broncos defense is causing the Owls offense. Glenley Bishop, jumper from the free throw line, is going to get her 2 free throws. Foul's going to be called on Dominguez. And the Owls desperately searching for points here in the third period. Second one is good for Glenley Bishop. Harris is happy to dribble that. Passes out of the double team. Nixon having trouble now, but gets it across. Oh, going to be traveling called here on Molly Freese. And she knew it. Substitution comes in. This is Abby Benny in for Lady Broncos. To Bishop in the middle, who actually does get a shot attempt before the third quarter buzzer. And we have reached the end of the third quarter. Owls are down 26-18. Back to the action for the start of quarter number 4. Owls are down by 8. And this is going to be a... Oh. At least half of the gym thought that was going to be an offensive foul called. Coach Boone asking for an explanation. Instead, it is not only a foul called on Delaney Yanez, it is also her 4th, and Skylar Harris once again at the free throw line for 1 and 1. The senior has shown a propensity for getting to the line and being pretty good once she's there. This is the second. Dar comes out with the rebound. Trapped along the sideline, ahead to Flores in the middle. 3-on-2 now for the Owls. And Flores, unsuccessful underneath, defended by Cody Davis. Harris says she wants to take it herself, doesn't need a screen here. Good hustle by Clarissa Flores to create a turnover. It'll be Owls ball on the sideline. Andrea Sosa comes in, replacing Yanez, who is not happy about that fourth foul call, and understandably. Cross-court pass to Dar, swing. Owls moving the ball well around the perimeter. Haven't got a good look at the basket from it yet. Jenny De La Cruz tries to get in. Gets. Foul is called on Harris. That is the 16th foul for Sonora. So the Broncos have gotten into the bonus. The Owls, rather, have gotten into the bonus. They'll be shooting 1-1 next opportunity. Goodlow along the baseline. Throws it off of Kaylin Hoffman out of bounds. Trying to get that inbounds pass into Sosa, and does get a tie-up. So the Owls will get it back on alternate possession. Still searching for how to solve this Broncos defense. Coach Boone wants to talk it over. So we'll be back in 30 seconds. After that quick 30-second timeout, Cheyenne Dar will trigger in the inbounds play for the Lady Owls here. Broncos in that 2-3 zone. Goodlow in. Dar from the three-point line. Hits the tray from the wing. Owls really needed that. Skylar Harris gets it ahead to Nixon, and Cheyenne Dar comes in to break up the pass. Owls showing good defensive determination on this possession so far. Harris picks up her dribble, and Dar has her pinned down in the corner. Davis in the middle, walks with it before she has a chance to get going. And if the Lady Owls can get a good possession here, get a good look at the basket, opportunity for a little momentum swing here. Down by 6, ahead to Andrea Sosa, who dribbles in. Open look at a three for Goodlow, and just off the mark. But Cheyenne Dar is going to run down the rebound, save it inbounds to Jenny De La Cruz, who will push it around the wing as the Owls reset the offense. Good hustle by Dar to save an extra possession. De La Cruz into the lane with a little runner, and Sosa with an attempt that gets blocked. Clarissa Flores comes up with a loose ball and the bucket to bring the Owls to within 4. Harris in the middle, in the lane. Layup attempt is short. Jump ball on the rebound. Broncos will keep possession. Abby Benny is back in place of Nixon, who will get a rest, but I'm sure we'll see her back out there briefly. We'll see her back out there in a moment, I mean to say. Foul is called underneath against Cheyenne Dar, putting Kaylin Hoffman at the line. Hoffman hits the first. Looks like the foul call was on the floor. They were shooting that like it was 1-1. I assumed a shooting foul. Hoffman off the mark with the second, but runs down her own rebound and then throws it across court where it cannot be saved by Davis. So 1 of 2 gives the Broncos a 5-point lead, and here's Nixon back. We expected her back in. This 2-3 riddle has been giving the Lady Owls some trouble. This is the look they want, is Dar on the outside wing for a three-pointer. Good hustle by Clarissa Flores to save that. And Coach Boone, sensing his team in a little bit of trouble, gets the timeout before the ball gets turned over. The intensity has ratcheted up just a little bit here in the gym. It's a 5-point ball game, and we've got a 30-second timeout, so we'll take that and we'll see you back here. So here we are back to the action. 5 minutes left in the game, 5-12. Here's the foul situation. Both teams will be in the bonus. Lady Owls have 18 fouls. The Broncos have 6. Cheyenne Dar with the inbounds out to Flores, to Dela Cruz. Behind the back dribble, free throw line jumper. Close, gets her own rebound, gets fouled on the way in. Foul's gonna go against Kaylin Hoffman, and Jenny Dela Cruz, a well-earned trip to the free throw line. Owl cheerleaders encouraging Jenny Dela Cruz, who misses the first one. Second one is good, cutting lead to 4, and Lady Owls ratchet up the intensity on the full court press here. Broken up by Andrea Sosa, who is then fouled, I believe, by Cody Davis. Cheyenne Dar is going to get 1-1 at the free throw line. I'm sorry, Andrea Sosa is going to get 1-1 at the free throw line. Foul is actually called on Kaylin Hoffman. If I have that correct, that is her 5th. And Villalobos comes in that empty slot on the roster. Sosa misses the front end of the 1-1, rebounded by Nixon, stolen away by Flores, who gets the ball to go off of the Broncos to get the Owls another possession. Good hustle play by Clarissa Flores. Dar to trigger the inbounds. Goodlow's available on the wing. Two three still working for the Broncos. Cheyenne Dar goes to the baseline looking for some space. Gets shut down. Back out to the top. Jenny Dela Cruz to Dar again. Fakes the three-pointer. Cross-court pass to Goodlow. The ball is moving around. Clarissa Flores gets a shot up. Jenny Dela Cruz inside with the rebound and a putback for the smallest player on the floor in among the trees. Nice job by Dela Cruz. Sonora coach wants a timeout, trying to avoid a 5-second call. The Owls have cut this game to 1, and the excitement is here. So stick around. We're going to take a timeout with them. This will be a full-length timeout. We will see you in 60 seconds. back to the action. And action it really is at this point. It's a 1-point ball game with 4:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Full court press. Nixon. Owls in a new defense here. Dar on Nixon. And Clarissa Flores looks like she's been assigned to stay with Harris no matter what. Looks like Flores' instructions were deny her the ball at all costs. Still a man defense. Clarissa Flores sticking to Harris like glue. Nixon tries to get it into Villalobos, who gets fouled on the shot attempt, and that's a nice little entry pass. Foul's going to go against Cheyenne Dar. I believe that's going to be her 4th foul. She's checking over here to the bench to see how many she's got. Safe thus far with 4. Villalobos gets 2 at the free throw line. First one rims out. Ortiz comes in for Cheyenne Dar with that 4th foul. She'll probably just sit for a few seconds. In fact, Coach Boone tells her don't go very far. Villalobos off the front rim. Valeria Ortiz pushing the pace. 2-on-2. Ortiz not afraid to go in there and take a jumper. It's off, and Cody Davis comes out with the rebound. Out to Nixon, who's trying to look ahead, and gets it ahead to Rodriguez, who's going to slow down and wait. Now Harris. And Flores playing her as close as you might expect. A little too aggressive on the defense. But Coach Boone says that's okay. I'd rather have you do that than lay off of her. Skylar Harris deserves all the special attention the Owls defense can give her, because she has played a wonderful game tonight. This one rims out. And we're at a 2-point game. I think we must have made a scoring adjustment at some point. Harris hits the second, so we're now at a 3-point game, 29-26. Ball is pushed out of bounds by Harris, of course. And now the idea is get it to Jenny De La Cruz as quick as possible so she can run the offense. 3:08 remaining in a tight ball game, a fairly intense ball game. Goodlow is going to dribble along the baseline, get the pass in to Sosa, who gets out to Flores on the wing, who hits the 3 to tie it up. Harris trapped, gets it back to Nixon. Back to Harris, and broken up by Flores. And scramble, scramble, scramble. Cody Davis double dribbles along the baseline. Can't believe it, but that is a turnover that the Owls defense created. Substitutions for the Lady Owls. Cheyenne Dar is in. Delaney Yanez is in. Both of them with 4. But 2.5 minutes. Coach Boone doesn't want to leave them on the bench if he can help it. Pass in the middle to Yanez, who's going to push it across, and now she'll wait. Ball is fumbled. Jenny De La Cruz has a chance. Cheyenne Dar, corner 3, off the mark. Rebounded by Cody Davis. Harris looks up, finds a teammate down court. Flores not letting her have an inch. Ooh, almost a chance for a steal there. Offensive foul is called against Skylar Harris. Coach Boone has been looking for that call all night. He finally gets it. Tie ball game, 157. You could probably tell that it's gotten a little bit intense in here. Flores back to Dar. She'll push it across the timeline, 3-on-3. Has her pass knocked out of bounds. Owls will retain possession. Coach Boone calling the play in immediately. Wants to move things along. Flores gets the wing three off the mark, but Dar gets the rebound and the putback to give the Owls a lead for the first time in a long time. Now the Owls defense will need to create a stop. Flores all over Harris. And Dar giving Nixon just a little room. Pass is out of bounds. Nixon throws it out of bounds looking for Harris. 1:22 remaining, full court press as you would expect. Into Clarissa Flores. Across to Dela Cruz, who wants to take it to the middle. Pulls it back to the side. Dar will take her time. Owls not in a hurry now with the lead, but they are eventually going to have to shoot because Sonora is going to make them do it. Dar gets up a good shot, misses on the banker. Cody Davis comes out with the rebound. Turning, gets it up the floor, and open layup for Rodriguez. Tie ball game. Clock running at 55. Owls throw away the inbounds pass and then get it back. Now Clarissa Flores is alone ahead, but foul is called behind the play on Nixon. Goodlow's going to get free throws. I believe this is the 10th foul. We're in double bonus. So Nivea Goodlow is shooting 2 free throws in a tie ball game with 45 seconds remaining. Goodlow takes a moment to focus, tie her shoes, collect herself. First one rims out. Goodlow gets another. More shoe tying going on. And the ball now in Nivea Goodlow's hands. Goodlow's second one is good. It's a 1-point lead, and timeout is called by Coach Roy Boone, who wants to take a full timeout. This is a 60-second timeout with the Owls clinging to a 1-point lead. 45 seconds remain. We'll see you in 1 minute. Back to fourth quarter action. Sonora with the inbounds after a made free throw. Referee is giving Nixon the indication that she's got the whole baseline if she wants it for this throw-in. Full court press, of course. Into Rodriguez, across to Harris, who is blanketed by Clarissa Flores. Back over to Rodriguez. Harris does finally get the ball. She's looking for it, and she's going to get called for an offensive foul one more time. That was a bit of an easier call to make. Defensive positioning was fantastic for Cheyenne Dar. And you may or may not know this already. That is not free throws. That's a player control foul on the offensive end, so it doesn't lead to free throws for the other team. Jenny Dela Cruz pulls it back out. Nivea Goodlow back to Jenny Dela Cruz across the timeline. No rush now for the Owls. It looks to me like Sonora's going to have to foul somebody unless they get a quick turnover. And Goodlow out here. Looks like Coach wants them to foul Jenny Dela Cruz, and they do with 7 seconds remaining. Jennifer Dela Cruz going to the line to shoot 2, and the Owls holding a 1-point lead. A lot of time ran off of that clock there before the Broncos got their foul in. All the way down to 7 seconds. Jenny gets 2. Owl cheerleaders imploring Jenny Dela Cruz to hit these free throws. That one, I'm not sure how that didn't go in. That went about as far down as it can go without going all the way through. She gets a second one. Free throw number 2 is up and off. Broncos have a shot at one more opportunity. Nixon gets a three-pointer up from the wing, and no good. And the Owls have won their first district game of the season. I'm going to let you listen in for a minute. The chant comes in now from the Owls cheerleaders, leading the crowd in V-I-C-T-O-R-Y. A lot of intensity in this ball game. I hope that you were able to see that with us. I hope that you were able to sense what high school basketball is like. Congratulations to the Reagan County Lady Owls on their first district win of the season. The plan for the rest of this week is we should have some ball games for you on Friday evening. And we hope that you'll check in with us then. Another district game for the girls on Friday. And the boys varsity team will also be playing. A little bit of a schedule change there. We'll update you through the Big Lake Wildcat for that. So thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to J.L. Mencken, the Big Lake Wildcat, Glasscock Chevrolet, all the sponsors that we have listed on there. And glad you were able to join us. That was a whole lot of fun. And check in with us again on Friday, and hopefully that'll be as much fun then too.